John, we're going to dive in right now so all of you can learn more about these amazing stores. But next we're going to Minocqua, Wisconsin with Brian and Julie Krueger of Save More Marketplace.
In the heart of Wisconsin's Northwoods, Minocqua has a year-round population of less than 5,000 people. But with plenty of outdoor activities in both the summer and winter, tourists more than quadruple that number in the town's most popular months. So how do Brian and Julie Krueger of Save More Marketplace ensure their store offers year-round appeal for customers far and wide? They start by touting the charm of their northern paradise with murals depicting the rich history of the area, and they finish with a commitment to deliver the best in everything they do. Around every corner in Save More Marketplace, you'll find a veritable treasure trove of quality products at great prices, from a bountiful selection of fresh organics in the produce patch to a banquet of prepared salads, sandwiches and wraps, quiches, take-and-bake pizza, and hot food selections in the Northwoods Deli. Move on to the meat shed and you'll find quality, fresh-cut meat and pork. The store's signature specialty products like hot and spicy, bacon-wrapped, and Parmesan-crusted chicken, and a huge selection of seafood, including lobster tails and snow crab legs. Rounding out this incredible shopping experience is a scratch bakery that sets the standard for excellence. The aroma of fresh baked goods fills the air from morning to night, highlighting a dazzling display of irresistible delights, including daily staples like muffins, donuts, cupcakes, and cookies, as well as freshly made cakes and artisan pastries, made by Pam and Stacy, who have worked in the bakery and deli for nearly 40 years. As General Manager Jeff Steinbach says,
it starts with great people. We have excellent employees. Our staff is engaged, and they know how to change with the season.
So as they come up on stage, I want to talk about the unique challenge of operating a seasonal store. So if you're in a resort community where you have part of the year, you have more folks come in and less, staffing, maintaining your staffing levels and maintaining your quality control in off-season versus on is tricky. And of course, you're incredibly dependent upon the weather, which can be both an asset or it can be a drag on your business. But in addition to that, you have a decision to make, and that is, how are you going to invest in your store? Because if people are in a seasonal community, they're a trapped audience. You wouldn't necessarily have to have a scratch bakery. You could make compromises. You wouldn't have to deliver the same kind of quality in produce or other the products. You could dumb it down because they've kind of trapped. They're kind of stuck there with you. But the moment you do that, now you have to look at the community that you serve 365 days a year, and you go, that's not right. We're here to serve our community as well as the people who come and spend their vacation dollars in this community. And so when you walk through this store and you see it, it's clear to me that there's leadership going on here. It's basically a decision that we're going to provide the most incredible quality without any compromise, without the fact that you don't have to do it, but because you want to do it because it's the right thing to do. And you're nodding because you know that's what's inside of your store. That's exactly what happens when people from outside the state come in and shop your store and tell you, I wish this store were near my house. I know you've heard it 1,000 times. It's really an amazing shopping experience. We were trying to think about who we could model this idea of quality without compromise. And what came to mind is a gentleman who served as the chairman of the National Retail Advisory Board for many years. He was actually a mentor to me when I first came on board. And he had 2 stores in the Pacific Northwest. He was also one of those individuals that whenever he spoke, the room got quiet. 2-store leader sitting in a room talking to people with 500 or 1,000 stores, leaning in to hear what he had to say. Because what he had to say was, pay attention to the customer, treat them with respect, build your services back to them quality without compromise. That individual's name was Archie McGregor, and he is still kicking and alive and dispensing advice, and we love him. And so in addition to being our highest award, which is Retail of the Year, we'd like to award you the Archie McGregor Quality Without Compromise Award. And here to give that award is his granddaughter, Megan Drazer.
Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Well, what an honor this is to be here this evening. We want to thank our supplier, UNFI, for nominating us for this award. And most importantly, to IGA for honoring and inviting us to be here with all of you this evening. We feel this award has been truly earned by our team members who have spent their careers dedicated to their positions and the community for so many years. In fact, for 52 years of his service, his entire life, we want to recognize Don Young, my husband, Brian, who has been by my side for 35 years, and Don Young has been a constant, upstanding part of our success. Also with us tonight, we recognize Pam Seach and Stacy Spleha, our bakery and deli team who have been with us for 40 and 38 years.
Woo!
And they have worked side by side, and they're like sisters. So I want everybody to give them a big applause because they are the greatest. Just sharing a little bit of our history. When I was a little girl, my family came up to the Northwoods of Wisconsin, and we shared a lot of time up there. So when it came time to do the remodel of our store, as you could see through the video, we incorporated a lot of the history into the store. And so feels like our customers and the community are going back in time. It's a comfort feel. And so we're grateful is an understatement to our community that we serve. So we look forward to continuing our partnership and promoting the IGA brands, and we sincerely wish all of you fellow IGA retailers much success.
John, we've done the 8, and they have been magnificent. But now it's the time to announce the 2025 USA IGA Retailer of the Year. And I've heard from a little bird that you may have a surprise for us this year.
Yeah, we actually do. So remember I explained this kind of rigorous process that takes for the retailers to be here. And we do consider the award, the Retailer of the Year award, these 8 to be our largest, our biggest awards. But we do pick amongst them a couple to stand on stage and to represent what we consider retailers that everyone should visit, everyone should be inspired by. And this year we had a tie. So it's the first time in my tenure that we've had a tie. And either you're going to be metrics-based or you're not. And so we sat about, you know what, we can make another crystal trophy. We can do that. Because these two retailers, so incredibly different retailers, we thought both deserved to be recognized as some of the best retailers in the US and to represent IGA internationally. So we're going to do 2 awards. All right, you ready? All right, so the first one is, and you've seen them up on stage before, please help me congratulate the 2025 IGA US International Retailer of the Year, Dave Cesario and William Hogan of Dave's Fresh Marketplace.
Congrats, guys.
All right, so we've got a second winner here. So the first time in my tenure as the CEO of this company, and I couldn't be just more proud. And just such an incredibly amazing set of retailers and a retail family that have done just amazing things and a vision to create something new and an experience for their shopper that you've never seen before. So again, everyone should get on an airplane and go visit Dave's, and then everyone should get on an airplane and go visit this next retailer. Help me congratulate the 2025 IGA USA International Retailer of the Year, Yang Kim of Namdaemun Farmers Market. Here we're going to bring up our other international retailers to the stage. So Dave's Markets, our folks from Australia, our folks from South Africa. You guys all come up onto the stage and we're going to do one big photo here.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was great being with you this evening. Thank you for honoring the Retailers of the Year. One more round of applause for all of our International Retailers of the Year. Thanks again to Coca-Cola. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next year.